Have you ever felt like you're faking it? Like you're playing a role, wearing a mask, going through life as if you're following a script you didn't even write? It's a strange thought, isn't it? But here's the thing. Most of us are living a lie, not a malicious lie, not one we tell others to deceive them, but a lie we tell ourselves. Jean-Paul Sartre, the father of existentialism, had a name for this. He called it bad faith. It's what happens when we refuse to accept the brutal truth about our own freedom. And it's the reason you feel stuck, conflicted, trapped in a life that doesn't feel like your own. So, let's ask the question you might have been avoiding. Are you really free? Or are you just pretending to be? The illusion of choice. Think about it. You wake up. You go to work, to school, to wherever life has placed you. You do what's expected. You say what you're supposed to say. You laugh at the right times, nod in the right moments, and act the way people expect you to act. And if someone asks you why, you have an answer. That's just the way things are. I don't have a choice. This is what I'm supposed to do. But Sartre would tell you that's the lie. Because the truth, you always have a choice. The brutal weight of freedom. Now you might be thinking, of course I have choices. I can quit my job. I can move to a different city. I can do whatever I want. But do you? Sartre argued that most of us are so terrified of true freedom that we run from it. Because real freedom, it's heavy. It means no excuses, no blaming society, no blaming your past, no blaming anything outside of yourself. And that's terrifying, because if you're truly free, then every decision you make is yours. Your failures, yours. Your regrets, yours. Your unlived dreams, yours. That's the price of being truly free. You are responsible for everything you are. So what do? We lie. We convince ourselves that we're not really in control, that life is happening to us, that we're just following the script. Sartre saw this everywhere. He gave the example of a waiter in a cafe, so perfectly performing his role that he becomes the role itself. His movements are too precise, his voice too rehearsed, his behavior too expected. He's not a person choosing to be a waiter. He's just playing one. And we do the same thing. We play the role of the good employee, the perfect partner, the responsible adult. And deep down, we know it's not really us. But here's the most dangerous part. We convince ourselves that we have no other choice. Why we run from freedom. Sartre called this self-deception bad faith. It's what happens when we pretend we're powerless, so we don't have to face the truth. Because freedom, real freedom, it's terrifying. Think about standing on the edge of a cliff, looking down, feeling the pull of the vast open space in front of you. That's what real freedom feels like. Infinite possibilities, no safety net, just you and the choices you make. So we run. We let society tell us who we are. We let expectations shape our decisions. We let routine numb us into forgetting that we ever had a choice. And we tell ourselves, this is just how life is. But deep down, some part of us knows the truth. And that's why every now and then, maybe late at night, maybe in a quiet moment, the question creeps in. What if, I'm not really living? So, what now? What do you do when you realize that you've been lying to yourself? That the person you think you are might just be a mask? Sartre's answer is as simple as it is terrifying. Wake up. Drop the act. Stop playing the role. Accept your freedom. Because you are not just your job. You are not just your past. You are not just the expectations placed on you. You are free. And with that freedom comes something terrifying. Responsibility. Freedom is not comfortable, but It's real. Here's the thing no one tells you. Real freedom? It's uncomfortable. It's messy, uncertain, lonely at times, but it's real. And the moment you stop lying to yourself, the moment you stop pretending that you have no choice, you take your life back. You stop saying, "I have to," and start saying, "I choose to." You stop blaming circumstances. You stop waiting for permission, and you start living. So now I'll ask you again, are you really free? Or are you just telling yourself a story? One that keeps you safe, but also keeps you small. Because if life is a story, shouldn't you be the one writing it? Maybe the real question isn't, what should I do? Maybe the real question is, what am I afraid of? And once you have that answer, that's where your real life begins. Here's the hardest truth of all. No one is coming to save you. No divine sign, no perfect moment, no external force is going to make the choice for you. If you're waiting for permission to start living, the right time, the right circumstances, the right version of yourself, you'll be waiting forever. Because the only moment you ever truly own is this one, right now. And in this moment, you have two choices. You can go back to the script, fall back into the familiar rhythm, keep telling yourself the same story, the one where you're trapped, where things just are the way they are. Or you can tear up the script, step into the unknown, and take ownership of your life, fully, radically, unapologetically. It won't be easy. It won't be comfortable, but it will be real. And isn't that the whole point? Your next step. So here's your challenge. Right now, not later, not tomorrow. Ask yourself, what's one thing I keep telling myself I have to do that I actually have a choice in? And then, make a different choice. Take control, own your freedom, and start living. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you never miss an update. We'd love to hear your thoughts, so feel free to drop a comment below and share your opinions. We read every single one. Thanks for watching.